Good afternoon and welcome to all of you joining us here today. I am Greg Rokiski, Assistant Director of Marketing here at the Michigan Association of School Boards. As we all know, board members work hard all year, and now it's our time to celebrate and honor your accomplishments. We understand that this award ceremony looks and feels much different than past ceremonies, but the hard work you put in and our appreciation for you remains the same. Rather than outright cancel this past spring ceremonies, the MASB staff worked to coordinate these virtual My Board Awards events. We're recording them all to post and send out in the coming weeks, and we hope you enjoy this way to celebrate your work. We're excited for you to be a part of this event and to share in the celebration of school district leadership in MASB's Region 3. This organization is delighted to have this chance to recognize your commitment to lifelong learning and personal growth. The link between quality leadership and student achievement is well established through research. We know that when a school district board functions effectively, it impacts how well your students perform. So before we get too far, let's start with some history. The Board Member Awards program through MASB, with basic certification at its cornerstone, was developed back in 1990, with input from both veteran Michigan school board members and representatives from higher education and state administrator organizations. Its goal as a program is to enhance the ability of school boards to improve Michigan public schools and the achievement of 1.4 million Michigan students. The hard work and time you each put into achieving these certification illustrates your dedication to best serving your district and students across the state. Throughout the 2019 calendar year, last year alone, there were 55,506 credits earned through in-person CBA or Certified Board Member Award courses. Additionally, 169 online courses were completed by 86 board members for a total of 579 additional credits. These accomplishments truly showcase your commitment to Michigan public schools and more than deserve a virtual round of applause. In total, additionally, more than 750 school board members statewide attended either in-person or online courses through our leadership training program last year. It is simply astounding all of the effort and commitment you all put toward your work in your roles. As board members also know, board service is much more than just one meeting a month. This is a common misconception of school boards that we often hear through our conversations and see through the data. Additionally, through statewide polling we do every other year, we ask why one might think school boards have an increasingly difficult time attracting qualified candidates to run for school board positions. The top answer from the past 3 polls is that people perceive school boards, nonpartisan elected positions, to be too political. The second top answer from last year showed us there is an increasing unawareness when it comes to boards of education, how to run, what they do, and so on. We share this with you because every hour you put in beyond that one board meeting a month through courses, additional meetings, and other time spent developing a strong governance team is dedication we want to celebrate and share with each other. This year, with these events being held virtually, it also allows us to share these accomplishments with your communities, business partners, friends, and family to show them all how much time and effort goes into effectively serving on a school board in Michigan. So today, we're here to recognize those individuals and boards that have earned awards in a number of categories. To help us celebrate, and she's actually in the virtual room with us, we have a few words from our 2020-2021 MASB President, Jill Fennessy.
Welcome to your 2020 Regional Awards celebration. I'm Jill Fennessy, President of the Michigan Association of School Boards, and I'm also an 11-year member of the Tri-County Area Schools Board of Education. It is my honor to kick off this ceremony recognizing the 2019 individual and board level achievements earned through MASB's Certified Board Member Award Program. We typically hold these ceremonies in the spring along with your CASMA meetings, but as with most things this year, these were canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, we definitely did not want this year to go by without applauding your efforts toward lifelong learning and setting a positive example for your students and community. It's uplifting to see so many of our fellow board members across the state make time for skill and knowledge development that they can bring back to the board table and even into their day-to-day lives. I know how hard you've worked to get where you are, and I encourage you to continue on your educational journey. It's an unprecedented time in our country, particularly when it comes to the safety and education of our students. But I'm sure you can agree that their success is the most important factor of the work we do. The decisions we make at the board table define the environment where our students learn and grow. As we continue to face the challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, I wish you all the strength to persevere and meet those tasks head on. MASB is here for you and your district. We'll continue to provide services like the CBA program to help you be the most effective board member you can be. Again, congratulations on your accomplishments. I wish you the best for 2020-21 school year, and I hope to see you soon, either online or in person when it's safe to do so.
I've seen it a few times and it gets me every time, but I couldn't have said it better myself, Jill. Thank you so much for those words for this year's award ceremonies. So today we'll be presenting both individual and full board awards to those whose hard work, dedication, and commitment have led to their attainment. On the screen are possible individual awards that board members across the state can work toward, with the President's Award being the highest individual award attainable. Additionally, you can see the required courses and education credit each level requires. It's no joke the time and effort that goes into earning these awards. There are also 2 additional certifications available for board members to work toward: the Advocacy Skills Specialty Certification, as well as the Data Specialty Certification. Now you'll see the possible whole board awards that boards across the state can collectively work toward, with the President's Board Award being the highest board award attainable. Both the 2019 Individual and Board President's Awards will be honored and recognized at this year's annual leadership conference, being held virtually and free for all MASB member districts for the first time ever from November 5th through 8th this fall. For a full list of our 2019 recipients and a summary of the criteria for each award level, you can visit masb.org/myboardawards. That's masb.org/myboardawards. Without further ado, I'm very happy to pass the torch over to John Simeon, also joining us live today, MASB Region 3 Board of Director and Grand Haven Area Public Schools and Ottawa Area ISD Board Member, to officially present the 2019 Individual and Whole Board Award recipients for Region 3. This region represents the following counties in Michigan: Ionia, Kent, Lake, Mason, Mecosta, Muskegon, Montcalm, Newaygo, Osceola, and Ottawa. Without further ado, take it away, John.
Good afternoon. My name is John Simeon, and I represent Region 3 on the Michigan Association of School Boards Board of Directors. It is my honor to name the award winners for the CBA Awards this year. First up, from Godfrey Lee Public Schools is Josephine Coleman. From Tri-County Area Schools, Lana Ford. From Tri-County Area Schools, Jennifer Gould. From Godfrey Lee Public Schools, Jacqueline Hernandez. Holland Public Schools, Philip Meyer. Baldwin Community Schools, Marianne Peasky. Portland Public Schools, Brian Pohl. Lakewood Public Schools, Francis Bitlawani. Allendale Public Schools, Elliot Richards. Lakewood Public Schools, Melissa Schuling. Cedar Springs Public Schools, Tracy Slager. Baldwin Community Schools, Lisa Williams. Next up is the Award of Merit. From Rockford Public Schools, Bobby Joe Blanton. From Godfrey Lee Public Schools, Josephine Coleman. From Rockford Public Schools, Jeffrey Downs. Northview Public Schools, Elizabeth Ensing. Tri-County Area Schools, Lana Ford. Godfrey Lee Public Schools, Jacqueline Hernandez. Holland Public Schools, Philip Meyer. Baldwin Community Schools, Marianne Piesky. Portland Public Schools, Brian Pohl. Lakewood Public Schools, Francis Bitlawani. Lakewood Public Schools, Melissa Schuling. And Cedar Springs Public Schools, Tracy Slager. Now for the award of distinction. From Kelloggsville Public Schools, Marie Groders. Grand Haven Area Public Schools, Seth Holt. Northview Public Schools, Doug LaFleur. Lakewood Public Schools, Lynn McKenzie. Holland Public Schools, Philip Meyer. Lakewood Public Schools, Francis Bitlawani. Holton Public Schools, Jack Vanderboot. Master Board Member Award winners are Kennewa Hills Public Schools, Melissa Cortate. From Rockford Public Schools, Laura Featherstone. Mona Shores Public Schools, Stan Miller. Godfrey Lee Public Schools, Eric Bachkerman. Greenville Public Schools, Norris Rasmussen. Rockford Public Schools, Nick Reichenbach. And Kennewa Hills Public Schools, Eric John Chapaniak. The Master Diamond Award winners are from Ionia County ISD and Portland Public Schools, Linda Hoxie Green. From Rockford Public Schools, Nick Reichenbach. And from Kennewa Hills Public Schools, Eric John Chapaniak. The Advocacy Skills Specialty Awards go to from Baldwin Community Schools, Mary Martin. Rockford Public Schools, Nick Reichenbach. And from Kennewa Hills Public Schools, Eric John Chapaniak. The Data Specialty Award goes to from Rockford Public Schools, Nick Reichenbach. And we have two Honor Board Award winners, one from my very own Grand Haven Area Public Schools, and the other Honor Board winner is Lampere School Board.
Thank you so much again, John. And I am actually a Grand Haven Area Public Schools alum, so it feels very appropriate to be here hosting this today. Once again, congratulations to all of last year's recipients. Your service certainly doesn't go unnoticed. We are headed into a school year that will be unlike any other. Your already formed commitment to furthering the skills most necessary to be effective at the board table will become even more critical in the months ahead. Thank you so much for your willingness to serve your community in order to provide equitable and accessible education to every Michigan student. And if you happen to be tuning in as a friend, family member, coworker, colleague, or community supporter of your local Board of Education, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We hope you have a more informed understanding about the work and commitment it takes to be an effective school board member in our state. If you're interested in learning more about the Michigan Association of School Boards, or possibly running for a school board seat in future years, reach out via email at getonboard@masb.org, or simply visit masb.org today. There are some upcoming learning opportunities that we also want you to take advantage of to continue that board development for the school year ahead. Also, to stay up to date on all upcoming events and opportunities, visit masb.org/calendar. That's all we have for you as part of the Region 3 My Board Awards virtual ceremony. The recording, as well as some graphics with a list of recipients, will be emailed to you in the coming days. Thank you again so much for joining us today. Stay safe, healthy, and committed to public education in Michigan. Have a wonderful day.